car's the other one.
All right. YouTube world, having breakfast today with Mandera Loft and B-Rock 681 from the Taino Law. So, Mandera, tell me what's the game plan for this year besides win some races?
Well, I'm going on vacation in September, so your brother will probably be taking them for that week.
Okay.
Before that, I'm just kind of milking them along for when we go to get feed up in Orlando.
Uh-huh.
I'll do an Orlando toss and I'll do one in Spring Hill.
Okay.
And that's it. When I hit the Spring Hill one, that'll be the last long one.
Okay.
And we'll be ready for the races. So I'll have probably in the neighborhood of 30 to 25. That'll be the race team.
Okay.
I had heavy losses at the beginning with the ball and running birds off.
Okay.
In training so far, I only lost one young one.
Not bad.
So
How many miles away?
30.
30 miles away and just drop one? Not bad. Not bad.
I
Well-
was down 2, and I found out that the bird I had in the basket was the wrong bird. She
Wow.
left him home.
Okay.
And he was bred for stock, but he looked like the other ones, and I was in a hurry and grabbing birds and counting birds, putting them in. And when I got here, I let the birds go, and I seen a bird lagging. So when I got home, I said, "Oh, I'm out of birds." And I started looking around, and I started thinking about it. Oh, there's a blue checker missing. No, I put him in the crate.
Oh.
2 days later, he came home.
Well, that happens. I mean, for guys that race, I used to race with B-Rock 681 and Steve the Bat, and I even trained with Georgie Flores when they were partners. I learned a lot on racing homers with them guys, and it happens. We make rookie mistakes. I've made rookie mistakes, but in the end, it's all about winning, right? It's all about getting back on track.
I mean, this bird, this was his first toss, 30 miles.
That's insane.
And the birds left him.
It's amazing. It's amazing how that bird made it back, though.
Yeah, he's home.
Yeah. And see, some birds, I was talking about genetics versus man-made enhancement supplements. That bird genetically has it in him to come home. Now, whether it's up to par to keep up with the race, it's a different story. You can work with that. You can work the pigeon's muscles, its air sacs, and stuff like that by, helping them out with supplements and stuff like that. But it has genetics to home, and that's the part that you cannot train on the bird. So, for those out there watching my videos, keep watching the videos. Let's go ahead and keep these pigeons going, keep the game going, and guys like Mandera that are constantly training, working with the birds. You got to work with the birds. You just can't have them in the loft sitting there pretty and then release them and expect to win. It doesn't work that way. I mean, I've heard of guys in the past start out with 100 birds. By the time they end the racing season, they only have a handful, which when you have great losses like that, something's wrong in the loft.
And Okeechobee had birds last year.
Uh-huh.
I think he raised like 200 young ones.
Right.
Lost everyone in the races.
Everyone in the races. Now, what does that tell you? You just said something right there. If you raise 200 birds and you end up with zero birds at the end of the racing season, and how many races were there?
8,
10 races. How is that? Listen, that just blows my mind away. Now you've touched on something that I've been saying for years. If you continue to do rookie moves, you get rookie results. Look, how is that possible? You start out the season with 200 birds in the race season. It's only 8 to 10 races, and you end up with 0 birds at the end of the race season. That's a problem. That's a major problem.
Too many young ones he was flying. He had a big flock. He
Okay.
figured the more you have, the better the chances you are. The thing is, they get hypnotized.
Okay.
They're together.
Okay.
And they're not actually working.
Okay.
They're following because they swing and they swing and
Right.
and they're not doing it. Second of all, I don't.
But
think
that's
he
on
had 'em
training.
right.
But let's talk a little bit about what you just said. When you have that many birds and you can't take care of them all,
You can't concentrate and focus
right?
on that many.
Okay.
A lot of guys say, I can do it. I have 500 birds. I know every bird. You can't handle them the same as a guy who has 10.
Okay.
Guy who has 10 sees their personalities,
Right.
can follow the mold better.
Right.
They're easy to take care of.
Right. So smaller numbers, right? So we're going on
Number is
quality,
better.
not quantity.
Absolutely. The
Okay.
quality has to be there.
Okay.
And then it's what you do with them, you know. And if you keep going with, the only time my birds are with a lot of birds is when the birds don't belong to me. And I like to go with other people to let them out.
Right.
So they learn to break.
Yeah, so you're teaching them, to break the line of flight.
I don't think he was training the birds for that. And maybe the first time they were with other birds was race day.
Right?
And if we have a hard race and they weren't getting the right
Right?
stuff, you know, he was losing 40, 50 birds.
Well, let me just say something, George. If I ever decided to fly homers and step over to the dark side and fly homers and race homers and compete with homers right here in Palm Bay, you can bet I'm gonna give it 100%. And when I give it 100%, I'm gonna fly them Belgium style. You know what Belgium style is?
What's Belgium style?
Very small numbers. You wouldn't see me with a stock of
Actually,
like 40,
most of the
50,
guys
60 birds.
had small lofts.
I will have a small team, very small, and I just want winners. I want a couple of winners to hit the top of the page, 1, 2, and 3. Not 20 birds, 30 birds, 40 birds, hoping to land on the top 10 and end at the bottom. Well, breakfast is here, folks. Let's stop this video and let's get to eating. All right, until next time, like always. Hey, young lady, come over here for a second. Remember, what do you tell the folks out there, right? Repeat after me. Don't be a magpie.
Magpie.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, we're off this.